Good morning students. This video is for grade 8th, subject science, block 5 synthetic fibers and LP3 polyester and acrylic. Before this LP, we discussed about synthetic fibers and their properties and the types of two synthetic fibers. These were rayon and nylon. So now let's get started. The aim of this lesson is to state the properties and uses of polyester and acrylic. The resources required are S3, notebook and Exit content book. The keywords are polyester, terylene and acrylic. Students, pause the video and try to answer these questions. Which other synthetic fibers do we commonly use and how they are made? Students, in the previous LP we saw that there are two synthetic fibers and these are rayon and nylon. So other than rayon and nylon, two more synthetic fibers are there and these are polyester and acrylic. They are made from chemicals by the reaction of polymerization. Polymerization is the process of formation of polymers with the help of monomer units. So students, today we will read and identify the properties and uses of polyester and acrylic. Students, copy these questions in your notebook and read the section on polyester and acrylic from your Exit content book. And after that, try to answer these questions. The questions are: how is terylene different from cotton? How is acrylic different from natural wool? What is PET? And what are its uses? For performing this activity, you can pause your video and after resuming the video again, let's have discussion about this. Which is the most common polyester used for making fabrics? How is terylene different from cotton? So let's discuss their answers. Terylene is the polyester which is commonly used for making fabrics. And it is used in making different types of apparels like shirts, trousers, suits and jackets. Unlike cotton, terylene is easy to wash, light in weight, dries faster and does not wrinkle easily. It's strong and durable and is not attacked by moth. Student, as terylene is a synthetic fiber, so it is showing all the properties of synthetic fibers. It is easy to wash and does not need to be ironed. Therefore, it is also known as wash and wear material. It is used in making ropes, conveyor belts and insulating material in pillows, cushions and quilts. Now, which synthetic wool is commonly used? How is acrylic different from natural wool? And what are their uses? So let's see. Acrylic is the synthetic wool that we use. It is cheaper and lighter than natural wool. It can be dyed into many colors and doesn't shrink. It is used to make sweaters, shawls, blankets and carpets. In this picture, you can see the various uses of acrylic. It is used for making dresses, blankets, carpeting, children's garments, sweaters, gloves and mats. Now the next question is, what is PET and how it is used? So students, PET stands for polyethylene terephthalate. It is a well-known polyester and it is used to make bottles, containers to store grains, pulses, snacks and cold drink bottles. Now, why do sweaters made from acrylic last longer? And what are some disadvantages of wearing garments made from terylene and acrylic? So let's see students. Acrylic fiber is stronger, so it resists wear and tear. Garments made of acrylic are more durable as compared to the natural wool. Like other synthetic fibers, terylene is also non-porous and doesn't absorb sweat. So it is uncomfortable to wear in summers. Terylene also does not trap air in winter, so it doesn't keep the body warm. So it is a major disadvantage of using this fabric. Similarly, acrylic is less porous and does not give as much warmth as natural wool. Students, if you can remember, in previous classes we discussed that how woolens keep our body warm, as they have small pores and these will trap air. Now, in between your body and woolen, there is a layer of air formed. It is a insulating material and it will not allow your body heat to escape into the atmosphere. That's why you feel warmth in winter. But if the pores are not there in the material or the fabric, so it is not that much capable to keep your body warm. Same is happening with the acrylic here. Terylene and acrylic both are unsafe to wear in the kitchen. Being a synthetic fiber, they catches fire easily, so they will be unsafe while working with the fire in the kitchen. Now, what will happen if fabric is made from combination of terylene and cotton? And how will its properties be different? So students, as we know that terylene is a synthetic fiber and cotton is a natural fiber. So if we will mix the synthetic and natural fiber together, then definitely we will get the properties. We have to say the good properties of both the fibers together. So let's see. If terylene and cotton are mixed, the new fabric terrycot will have properties of both cotton and terylene. Terrycot will be stronger than cotton but more porous than terylene. It will dry faster than cotton and will wrinkle less than cotton. That's great. Now you can see here the material or the fabric made of terrycot. It is a blend of terylene and cotton. It has better absorbing power as compared to the terylene and it is used for making shirts, skirts and other dress materials. Now children, what we learn today? So we learn about the properties of polyester and acrylic. We discussed the uses of polyester and acrylic. And we saw that polyester and acrylic are also synthetic fibers other than rayon and nylon. Now this is the time to discuss the volume book questions. The first question is, how are terylene fibers and cotton fibers different? And you have to list any 5 differences. So students, we already saw that terylene is a synthetic fiber and therefore it is very strong, it will be durable, it dries faster as compared to the cotton. We can see that the fabric which are made from terylene will be last longer. It is not easily attacked by the moth and it is not safe or it is not preferable to wear in the summer season if we will compare with the cotton. Now the question number 2, part A. Why is terylene called a wash and wear material? So students, terylene is a fabric which is very much easily maintained and it is a maintenance free material. If you will wash it, it will be easily cleaned. It doesn't get wrinkles, so you need not to iron it again and again. And this is the reason we are calling it as a wash and wear material. Now the next part of question number 2, why do blankets and shawls made from acrylic last longer? So as we already discussed that acrylic is a synthetic fiber and synthetic fibers are usually strong and durable, so they last longer as compared to the natural wool. The third part, C part, why is acrylic wool cheaper than natural wool? So being a synthetic fiber, acrylic is cheaper as compared to the natural wool. Now the question number 3, why is it desirable to make fabrics by combining natural and synthetic fibers? So students, in the previous LPs and in this current LP also, we saw so many good properties of synthetic and natural fibers and some disadvantages as well. So if we will blend a fiber by mixing natural and synthetic fibers, then we will have good qualities of both the fibers together in the blended fiber. And definitely the properties of the blended fiber will be improved as compared to the individual natural and synthetic fibers. So I hope you are clear about the types of synthetic fibers. These are rayon, nylon, polyester and acrylic, and their properties and their uses we already discussed. So thank you students. Have a great day.